The presidency, a pig will fly out of my butthole because it will be a nightmare.
I have a house in Spain that is going to be ready right after the election.
Panama.
Siberia.
Nova Scotia.
I'm definitely moving to Canada.
Straight to hell.
Iceland.
France.
Asia's pretty cool.
Like a mental hospital for a while because you're like, why is this happening?
I'm moving back to the Republic of Brooklyn, New York.
I've always wanted to live in Italy, so I feel like that might be a good time.
I will run down the street naked in Mexico.
Okay, apparently it's a thing. Celebrities vowing to move from the US if Trump even won, and Trump has won for the second time. Now what? This video is about the A-list celebrities who made that vow and who actually left. Cher said she was leaving, and Ellen DeGeneres was ready to pack her bags. But how many actually followed through? Today, we're looking at the celebrities who said they'd leave, why they made those promises, and what their choices say about Hollywood and woke culture.
I have to tell you something. If someone said that my daughter was a hot piece of ass, I would put my fist through his face.
Number 1, Cher. Cher hates Trump so much that she's just ready to punch him. This pop legend turned political firebrand is known for her over-the-top style, and her opinions are no different. In the lead-up to Trump's 2024 re-election, Cher was back on her soapbox, proclaiming she might pack up and leave the US if he won. "I almost got an ulcer the last time," she told The Guardian, adding, "If he gets in, who knows? This time I will leave." Talk about dramatic flair. But here's the thing, Cher's been making these bold declarations for years. Back in 2016, she didn't just call Trump dangerous, she compared him to Hitler. If there were an award for theatrical political commentary, Cher would win every time. Yet despite all her talk of ditching the country, the only moving she's done is between her Beverly Hills mansion and various charity galas. Number 2, Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone didn't just roll her eyes at Trump's 2024 win, she practically booked her ticket out. The Basic Instinct star announced she was considering a house in Italy after the election, calling it an intelligent construct at this time. She's attended countless film festivals there, forged friendships with Italian artists, and even hinted that she feels more aligned with European cultural values.
I think we have to really stop and think about things. And we have to stop and think about who we choose for government. And if, in fact, we are actually choosing our government.
But while Stone talks a big game about leaving, her feet are still firmly planted in Hollywood. It's almost as if she wants the best of both worlds, American stardom with the European retreat. Who can blame her? After all, outrage looks a lot more glamorous when you're sipping wine in Tuscany, right? Number 3, Barbra Streisand. When it comes to Donald Trump, Barbra Streisand made her disdain abundantly clear. After his re-election in 2024, Streisand didn't just vent her frustration. She floated the idea of packing up and heading to England. In a candid chat on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, she said, "I can't live here under an administration like this."
How do you feel about the specter of a second Trump administration?
I will move. I can't live in this country if he became president.
So where would you go? Where would you go?
Probably to England. I like England.
Drama? Sure. But Streisand never does anything halfway. Let's not forget Streisand's been singing this tune for years. Back in 2016, she also threatened to move to Canada or Australia. Yet here she is, still stateside, tweeting up a storm and attending Hollywood galas. Sure, she talks a big game, but when it comes to actually leaving, it seems Barbara is more bark than bite.
I don't know. I can't believe it. I'm either coming to your country if you'll let me in, or Canada.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome.
As it turns out, I was filthy.
She was so filthy dirty, disgusting. Half the place left. I said I'd never hire her again.
I was filthy. And stand on that fact. I have always been filthy. And you knew that when you hired me. I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground.
Exactly.
But
Who does that?
you know, listen, how dumb are you? You hired me 4 times. You can go to William Morris and get the things, because I know y'all are going to be looking for it. So talk to William Morris. You hired me 4 times, and you didn't know what you were getting? How dumb are you?
Number 4, Whoopi Goldberg. Every few years, Whoopi drops hints about leaving the US, and Trump's 2024 victory was no exception. On The View, she quipped, "Maybe it's time for me to move. I can afford to go." Classic Whoopi, casual yet pointed. But let's be honest, at this rate, she's less likely to leave and more likely to use the idea as a talking point for another fiery debate. So where would Whoopi go? She's hinted at Canada and the UK in the past, praising their universal health care and less divisive political climates.
He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name.
So will she go? Probably not. But will she keep us entertained with her maybe I will moments? Absolutely. And honestly, the show wouldn't be the same without her.
I have one more, though. Will Donald Trump be our next president? If that mother becomes president, I move my black ass to South Africa.
Number 5, Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson, never one to shy away from sharing his thoughts, made a bold declaration during the 2016 election cycle.
Your tweet, are you going to leave the U.S. or are you staying here? I'm just asking. You just tweeted it out. I'm reading your tweet. I'm reading your Twitter.
What does my tweet say?
Your tweet said, "Why y'all so anxious for me to leave? I pay more than you." I won't say that part. Him too. I want to know what you think about it. That's it.
I tweeted that.
That's it? Nothing else?
Twitter account, just like he has a Twitter account. I used it. Look, everybody keeps saying I said I was leaving. I was doing a Jimmy Kimmel sketch. I was portraying a magic 8-ball. You remember that? Did you see that?
I did see that.
So why does everybody think that's my personal opinion? Nobody attributes those first 2 questions to my personal opinion. So why did you think that's my personal opinion?
Appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live in December 2015, Jackson quipped that if Donald Trump were elected president, he would move my black ass to South Africa. The remark quickly gained traction, with South Africans playfully anticipating his arrival.
If that mother becomes president, I move my black ass to South Africa.
However, after Trump's victory, Jackson remained stateside, continuing his prolific acting career and vocal political commentary. His unfulfilled promise became a talking point, with many noting the gap between celebrity rhetoric and action.
Do you accept that that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people go, how could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African-American? When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them.
To end this on a different note, for all of the serious talk, your co-stars on Breaking Bad say that you are a child trapped in a man's body and that they've never known anyone who found it so amusing to stuff fruit down his pants.
That's, you know, that kind of rumor is what makes me smile.
Number 6, Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston, the actor best known for his role in Breaking Bad, didn't hold back during the 2016 election cycle. He suggested that he would definitely move if Trump won the presidency, even mentioning Canada as a potential destination. However, following Trump's victory, Cranston reconsidered. He expressed support for the country and its democratic process, emphasizing unity over division. Despite his initial strong stance, Cranston remained in the U.S., continuing his acting career and engaging in political discourse from home.
The president is not America. We are America. And we are here to stay. We reject the demonization of our Muslim brothers and sisters. We demand an end to the systemic murder and incarceration of our black brothers and sisters. We will not give up our right to safe and legal abortions. We will not ask our LGBTQ families to go backward.
Number 7, America Ferrera. The Ugly Betty star reportedly started making plans to move to the UK right after Trump's re-election, even scouting schools in southwest London for her 2 kids. Sources say she's devastated by the election results and feels like the country she once believed in has let her down. But don't get too excited. Ferrera isn't cutting ties with Hollywood completely. She's keeping a presence in the US for her career and advocacy work. At the same time, she's not ready to give up her platform in America. It's a classic case of wanting to have your cake and eat it too. Stay connected to Hollywood while giving your kids a more European upbringing. And honestly, it's hard to blame her. But let's see if she actually follows through or if this is just another celebrity promise that quietly fades away. Number 8, Elon Musk's trans daughter, Vivian Wilson. Vivian wrote in a Threads post, "I don't see my future being in the United States. Even if Trump is only in office for 4 years, the people who willingly voted this in are not going anywhere anytime soon." Yikes. That's not just frustration. That's a full-blown rejection of the country. But where would Vivian go? Europe? Canada? So far, there is no official plan, but the statements make it clear Wilson is looking for a safer, more inclusive environment. Number 9, Miley Cyrus. Pop star Miley Cyrus was outspoken about her opposition to Trump during the 2016 election, declaring that she would leave the country if he won. But after the election results, Cyrus released a tearful video accepting Trump's presidency and expressing a desire for unity. She did not follow through on her relocation threat and continued her career in the US, using her platform to advocate for various causes. Number 10, Raven-Symoné. Actress and former co-star of The View, Raven-Symoné, made a bold proclamation during the 2016 election cycle. She stated on national television that she would move to Canada if any Republican candidate won the presidency, even claiming she had her ticket booked. Despite this assertive declaration, Raven-Symoné remained in the US after Trump's victory. She continued her work in entertainment and advocacy, choosing to stay engaged in the country's cultural and political conversations. Number 11, Ellen DeGeneres. She actually did what most Hollywood stars only talk about. She packed up and actually left. Shocker. After Trump's 2024 re-election, Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, ditched the US for the serene Cotswolds in England, swearing never to return. The Cotswolds, a posh English countryside haven for celebs looking to dodge the chaos while still enjoying life's luxuries, fits Ellen's vibe perfectly. Think tea in a mansion, not rallies in the streets. Was this a bold political statement or just an escape to avoid the mess? Since moving, Ellen's kept things low-key, reportedly focusing on philanthropy from her cozy British manner. It's the ultimate move for someone who talks about change but prefers to do it far from the action. Number 12, Eva Longoria. Eva Longoria has never been a fan of Trump, and she even went as far as comparing him to Hitler in one interview in response to him calling Mexican rapists by saying, "What I think he doesn't understand and what people don't understand is words create emotional poison. Hitler moved a nation with words, just words," she said. "So you have to expect this backlash. If you say something like that, as he has said, you must expect backlash." Now Eva has taken a soft exit approach to America's so-called dystopian vibes, announcing she'll split her time between the US, Spain, and Mexico. She claimed, "I'm privileged," the actress told Marie Claire. "I get to escape and go somewhere. Most Americans aren't so lucky. They're going to be stuck in this dystopian country, and my anxiety and sadness is for them." This kind of comment can rub people the wrong way. What does that mean, that everyone else is now living in a dystopian country? Balancing sunny Spanish villas, Mexican culture, and red carpet events, she is playing the ultimate woke balancing act. While still producing and directing projects like Flamin' Hot, she's proving you can amplify representation and jet set across 3 countries. But let's be real. How much system fighting can you do when your biggest stress is continent hopping with a kid in tow? For Eva, it's less about protest and more about a glamorous lifestyle upgrade, blending cultural preservation with career ambition. Out of all the celebrities who dramatically vowed to flee the US after Trump's re-election, very few actually followed through. Ellen DeGeneres and Eva Longoria stand out as rare exceptions. Ellen left for the Cotswolds, and Eva crafted a transcontinental lifestyle to match her values and ambitions. For the rest, these bold declarations seem more grandstanding than actual plans. While their bodies remain firmly planted on American soil, their social media posts continue to shape woke narratives and stir political discourse. Whether that's a win or just more noise, well, that's up for debate. There you have it, the celebrities who vowed to leave, their reasons, and where they stand today. For more explosive Hollywood drama and cultural updates, like and subscribe and make sure you click on our next video.